Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, and I know there are a ton of new watchers, viewers, subscribers on my channel, my name is Giorgio Palacio, and on this channel we talk about all things beauty, literally from skincare to application to technique, drugstore, high-end, how to apply it, why to apply it, when to apply it. It is on this channel, and I am absolutely obsessed with teaching you guys the why behind the what and the how so that you guys understand makeup. Makeup is complicated, it is overwhelming, and I know it, so this is what this channel is all about. Today we are doing this soft glam look. I will show you throughout the video on how I corrected a boo-boo. There is a little bit of a blemish scarring situation going on there that I concealed and got under control with my technique, so I'm hoping to show you guys that, as well as created this transfer proof makeup. I'm going on a date / game night with some friends, and I am absolutely obsessed with the way that this soft glam look turned out, and the fact that it is transfer proof just puts a cherry on top. Chef's kiss to this look. Before we get too much into this look, I just want to encourage you guys to subscribe to my channel. I post every Wednesday and every Sunday of every single week on content like this. I do hauls, we do drugstore, we do high-end, we just chit chat and get to know each other, as well as look me up on Instagram. It's Jojo_Palacio, where we go further into talking about things beauty, do a little behind the scenes. You guys get to see some background beyond the camera, beyond the beauty studio. This week is the 7th week of our 8-week marathon giveaway. We are closing it out almost, but we are giving away this guy this week. This is a Morphe 4-piece perfect angle brush case and 4-piece brush set. I am super obsessed with this. I have one for me personally. I have one in my professional kit, and now I am gifting one to you guys. So this includes 4 brushes as well as this case. It's got amazing carrying. I love this. It just makes traveling so much easier with makeup, as well as if you're someone who's professional and you want something added to your kit that's going to be beneficial, compact, yet super nice. This is it right here. I am obsessed with Morphe brushes, BH Cosmetics brushes, and throughout this giveaway I have given out a ton of stuff by them. So I hope that you guys have liked the giveaway marathon so far. If you have, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. Tell me what your favorite giveaway item was so far. That is it for the intro, guys. I hope that you guys liked it. I hope you'll subscribe, and let's get started on this super cute date night soft glam transfer proof makeup. All right guys, so let's get started on this look. Today we're gonna use some Complexion high-end products, and I'm so excited because it's been a minute. I feel like I've been using a ton of drugstore products, and that's great to incorporate into my routine. But I have the privilege of working for Sephora and getting a ton of makeup that is higher end, and we get to try it out together. So let's do that today. We're gonna start by prepping our skin. So I'm gonna use a combination of things to prep our skin. If you're new to my channel and you didn't know, I have combination skin. I try to exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week, and I use a mix of different type of acids, glycolic, lactic, hyaluronic, to help my skin just kind of do its thing and be glowy and hydrated on its own. But because I'm combination skin, I like to use a combination of concealers and primers. So today we are using these 2 primers. This is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Refiner Primer, and this is the Glowy Makeup Serum by Laneige. The Pores No More by Dr. Brandt is not new on my channel. This is a go-to of mine. I love this product because it's multi-use, multitasking. Multi-use because it is a treatment as well as a primer, so it's skincare built in, which I love. This is gonna minimize, if not erase, your pore problem, so you're welcome. Check it out. They do have a travel and a full size. I would just say get the full size because you're gonna love it. I know it. And then the Glowy Primer by Laneige is gonna go on my outer perimeter. I feel like I'm a little drier out there, so I like to just prep the skin accordingly. Plus, I like to use a ton of, not a ton, but I do like to use powders to help my skin just kind of look its best and the makeup wear its best throughout the night, throughout the day. And that's the way to do it. So now that we've got our primers on, we can move on to complexion, and I'm excited to do this. Any time that I want to just keep it super simple, very soft glam, very minimal for like a date night or just a fun night, I start with complexion first. I don't know why, but for me it's just easier to get the complexion on and then simplify the eyes. and make it quick and easy. So that's the little trick for me that I'll share with you. If you ever struggle with getting ready and you're like, okay, I need to do it quick today, but I don't have time, but I want to look glam, start with your complexion and work from there and see what happens. I know what you all are thinking, what happened to your face? Well, I had a little blemish, not even a blemish, a clogged pore, and I could see it. It was like sticking out, so I pushed on it. I got it out. However, this skin around your nose is so sensitive that that happened. So what I'm gonna do is use my concealing concealer shade, which is the Hourglass Vanish concealer in the shade Apricot. I love wearing this concealer on its own, just kind of letting it do its thing, especially when I'm on vacation. This on the T-zone is excellent to just like no makeup moment, keep it moving. So we're gonna just put that on there for a second, and what I like to do is use a fluffy brush. I've got this one by Beige Cosmetics. It's part of their Carnival collection. It's a number 4 brush. Love this for under the eye area as well as what we're about to do now. What I like to do when I am trying to conceal something is I will let it dry for a minute, and then we will push this right over the area. I will come at it for a few angles just because this is very textured. It's got like a scab over it. So I'm just gonna push that on there, and we are just going to let it sit. This Hourglass Vanish concealer is such a good concealer for coverage, for the way that it wears. The finish is like a soft matte type of finish. So if you're someone who is oily, combination, kind of dry, not super dry, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy that concealer. So let's move on to complexion because I'm excited for this foundation. I love wearing this foundation with a fresh spray tan or with a fresh tan period. Like when I'm on vacation, I will take this because I know that starting the vacation off, I won't be the right color, but at the end of the vacation, I will be. You know what I mean? This is the NARS Cosmetics, what is it? The Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I've got it in the shade Stromboli, which again, for my average days, it's way too dark for me, but I just got a fresh tan, girl, so we're ready. I'm gonna take 2 pumps of this just because it does come out, I wanna say that it's a little stingy, the pump is, but honestly, this is such a good coverage foundation. I'm glad that it kind of like checks you and is like, hey, just try these 2 pumps out and then come back and let me know. So we're gonna build this up with another one of the brushes in that Carnival collection by BH Cosmetics. This is the number 2, which is very similar to my Morphe M439 foundation brush. Just a nice dense brush that's gonna help you build the coverage as well as blend out the product. So you guys can totally see that the 2 pumps were enough. So I'm glad that it kind of like stopped me, and you can see that it really helped to build the coverage around our little problem area. We're gonna go in with another layer of concealer later, but for right now, let's move on to our contouring. So for contouring, I like to cream contour or use liquids like a tinted moisturizer or a concealer, even a foundation stick to contour, and these 2 are my favorite products to do that. So I have a Milk Makeup Flex Foundation stick in the shade Medium Tan, which is perfect. This has got, what is it? Marshmallow root extract that's gonna help just give you this flexible, really blendable, workable formula. And I like this medium tan shade because it is perfect. It is a very subtle shade, so it's perfect for warming up the skin, really giving you that within natural glow, nothing super orange, you know what I mean? And then this guy is a NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. I love this formula for the summertime. It is so perfect to just blend things out, warm you up, give you that soft summer tan without being overwhelming either. So I really like these 2 together. What I'm gonna do is use another BH Cosmetics brush. This is part of their Marble collection, and I'm gonna just buff this in. So I applied it in the shape of a 3 or an E, which is the forehead, cheekbone, and then whatever I have left over on the brush from building it on the face, I will sweep through the chin. You wanna use patting motions to really work this into the hairline, and then always work that up and back into the hair. So I don't think that I have to point out the fact that the combination of that foundation, my skincare, and the primer just have this very beautiful glow to the skin, which I'm all about at the moment. So let's move right along to the concealer, because 'cause we're at that part. I'm so excited when I do my makeup like this because it takes me forever. So I'm gonna use a little bit of the Untitled Chapter concealer. This is the to get to concealer when I start the other way. It's like almost towards the end that I get to do my concealer. So for concealer, we're gonna use a combination of concealer, mostly for the color. I wanted to use the Hourglass Vanish concealer because I love the formula, I love the coverage, but this shade is way too close to my skin tone to make a difference or highlight under my eyes. So that's why I'm using this Armani luminous silk concealer, and this is in the shade 4.5. So this is going to be closest to the foundation shade, and you'll see that it's just going to do undo a lot of the purple blue tones that are under here, and then I'm just going to reinforce our friend here. But before we blend this guy out this time around, I'm really going to let it sit for a while and just kind of set almost, so that we can just blend it out towards the end. If you've been on the hunt for a high-end concealer and you've been looking to invest, I 100% recommend this Hourglass concealer. It is absolutely worth every penny. So good. You can wear it every day, like I said, just in your T-zone and just kind of feather it out from there. Or you can really use it for a glam full coverage moment, but feel light, almost like you're not wearing anything. So when I'm applying it to the little triangle, which is the area directly beneath my eye, that very inner corner where it's the darkest, I like to make sure I build it up in that very inner corner, take it up above the lid in that darkness that is in this area right here, because a lot of the times we forget. Plus, I like to take advantage that I'm not wearing any makeup at the moment, because most of the time I have eyeshadow there already and I can't get really in there without using a brush. So this is like a treat. So this really just helps you look put together. It's a very natural type of way to conceal. If you're comfortable with this, just stop, keep on moving with your routine, put your powder on and set. But because I want to highlight and I want to bring some of these areas forward, I'm going to move on to my Armani Luminous Silk Concealer, and we're going to apply this right here to lift and in the inner corner to reinforce, as well as the top, the bottom, and the center. You want to highlight evenly, because highlighting evenly is just going to make your face look balanced versus just having very white under eyes or a very big forehead. It's all about playing with shadows and the light. So that luminous silk just added on to that very glowy, dewy, radiant under eye-ness that we've got going on, but all over complexion really. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a minute to just even up the rest of my face. I have a little bit of darkness that I want to cancel out here and here. So I'll apply that highlighting shade there to just really help me bring things forward, and I'll blend it out accordingly. Okay, awesome. I use a little bit of that to clean up under my cheek contour, just to make sure that everything is carved out right and making me look thinner and slimmer and lifted versus wider. We don't need that. We are wide enough. So I'm going to take my one size powder, and I just want to make sure that there's plenty on the lid, and there is. And so what I like to do with the one size powder is I'm actually going to take my larger of the two sponges. Whatever reason, the wet damp sponge really helps to, I don't know, soften, moisten up the powders, break it down a little bit so that it really helps set. So I'm going to take quite a bit of that on my sponge, and we are going to apply that all over this under eye mouth area. That's going to be really important, really important for how well your makeup wears tonight and for how well the oils hold up underneath. So for the eyes today, we're going to use this guy right here. It is a NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. I'm going to pick up some of the earthy tones in here to just very lightly give me a flirty date night type of vibe. I want to go into like these colors that are right here. Maybe use some of the pinks. I have no idea yet, but we'll figure this out together. Let's just get you zoomed in first. Okay, so like you saw, I primed my eyelids with concealer and then set it with the base powder, with the setting powder, the loose powder, whichever of the two, right? One of the two, okay. I am very pleased with how well this is concealed. You guys should, I mean, I know you saw it, how it started off, but like it was bad. So, like a light tan, light orangey shade on a nice fluffy brush, and we're just gonna put that all up on the crease. I wanna keep this super soft, very flirty for a date night. For the next color, I'm just gonna keep going with the warm tones. I'm gonna take something a little more brown. Can you guys see that on there? It's a little more brown, but not quite super dark. I'm gonna put that in the outer corner, stamp it on, and then build from there. I love stamping and kind of seeing where the shadow is gonna land, opening my eyes for a minute, because you look cute when your eyes are closed and you're doing all this, but when you open up your eyes, you're like, whoa, what just happened? So I'll stop for a minute, open up my eyes, deposit most of the product on the lid, and then we'll blend from there. Go back to that brush that you used the first time and no additional product, and we're just gonna soften up the edges so that things are nice and blended. Boom, I like it, guys. Very sultry. Before we move on to the lid shade, let's work on that bottom lid. What do I wanna do there? Yeah, so we'll start off with the darker of the two colors, build that up with a nice smudging brush. So I want to apply that, and then with the same brush, just go onto the lighter eyeshadow and just wiggle that right on the edges to soften that up and smoke the bottom part out. I'm going to use a nice flat shading brush for the lid shade, and I'm going to take like a peachy gold, soft, shimmery shade and put that right on the lid. So once you apply that, I know it looks a little rough, but we're gonna clean that up by going into the brush we applied that darker brown with, and we are just going to wiggle that on the edges so that everything blends in and looks perfect. Look at that, super soft. And if you want a little oomph, what I like to do is take some on my finger and just press it into the center, and the oils from the finger will really help to just change the way that the eyeshadow looks. And so what we're going to do next is take a brown liner and put it on your lash line. I don't have a brown liner per se, or a liquid brown liner. I have a pencil, but I wanna try a liquid. So what I'm gonna do is try this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen in the color medium brown as a liner. If you're used to black liner, this might be a little too subtle for you, but I really like the way that this looks. It is like just a hint of something behind the lash line to just get it blended, you know, I love it. So we're gonna take my current favorite mascara, which is the e.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara, and I'm gonna apply that. And I'm gonna use some falsies today just to kind of flirt things up. For falsies, we're taking the Lilly lashes in the style Miami Light, which I have been loving how wispy these are lately, so we'll try those on and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Lashes are on. I finished the lower lash line with a little bit of a brown eyeshadow. I did some of the BH Cosmetics Power Pencil in beige in the waterline just to kind of soften it up a little bit, make it very open but yet sultry and soft. And when you use dark, it can close off the eye, so I combat that with putting on a white, pink, or beige type of liner. And then I also put some mascara on. So now let's finish off the eyes with a little bit of an inner corner highlight. I'm gonna pick this guy up right here, which is the NYX Born to Glow highlighter in the shade Chosen One. I love that name. I am chosen, you are chosen. All of us are chosen by God to just be great and do great things. So I love this name. I'm gonna apply this in the inner corner as well as the bottom and just kind of sweep it into this to brighten that up a little bit. Moving right along, let's just dust off all of this powder. To dust off the powder, I kind of want to set my face and dust it off at the same time. So I'm going to pick up this MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Powder in the shade Medium Golden. So it's going to dust this off. It's going to set the rest of the face that we didn't set. But at the same time, it'll give us that natural glowy mineral finish so we don't lose the glow. We're all about the glow tonight. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Kat Von D or KVD Vegan Beauty Shade and Light palette. For that palette, I'm just gonna take the darker two shades and just contour up the skin. I kinda wanna go in with the contour today. Now that we are contoured up, we are going to take the center shade, which you can tell that I love for bronzing, and a nice fluffy bronzing brush. And we're just gonna warm up the face. All right, I'm going to spritz my face with my favorite setting spray at the moment, and it actually is drugstore. This is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray. So I'm gonna take this guy pretty decent distance away from your face because it is pretty chunky, but be generous because this is important. This is an important step to make your makeup last and be transfer proof underneath of a mask. It looks like I just got hit by a typhoon, but that's how I want it. All right guys, so now that we have let this set and kind of dry off on its own, I am going to apply the blush and the highlight. I like to do that after setting just because I feel like it gives it a little bit something to stick to. So you have to use less product. Not that we will, but you can. We're gonna use this guy right here, which again is the NYX Born to Glow highlight in shade Chosen One. I'm using a Jaclyn Hill X Morphe JH06 brush, and I'm just going to build that up here very generously. So with that same highlight, I'm just going to take a more dense brush to just build it up in this part right there. Same highlight, different application tool. And that'll just go to show you how using different tools can really change the way that your highlight, foundation, basically anything in makeup looks. And so lastly, we're gonna use the blush. This is also by NYX. It is one of their powder blushes in Totally Chill. I just feel like this color is so perfect for something like this. It's very calm, not super pinky, not super red. It's totally chill. Guys, this is pretty much it for the face. I am going to do my brows and lips off of camera, fix this hair up a little bit, and I'll be right back to do the outro. All right guys, so this is the finished look. I just added some volume with a little bit of extensions, some dimension because they're a little deeper than what my highlighted hair is. And then I did my brows with, surprise, the Anastasia brow print in medium brown. For the lips, I went with something nude, something easy to just really coat off with a lip gloss. That way when I'm applying my mask, taking it on and off during dinner, I don't have to worry about whether the color smudged off or if it looks really, really weird. I can just apply a quick clear gloss or a nude gloss and I'm gonna be good. So that's a tip that I can give you guys if you're worried about what your lips look like after you take off a mask and you don't have time to run to the restroom. For the combination, I used the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Sandstorm, and then I topped off the lip with this Maybelline New York Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Driver. I really like this lip color. It's so pretty. It's nude, but it's not super nude. I mean, maybe because I'm tan, it just looks a little lighter than it is. I don't know. I just really, really like the way that it looks on my lips. I like the way that it photographs. I like the way that it wears. So I am absolutely recommending these Maybelline Superstay inks. They're so, so good. I hope that you guys liked today's tutorial. It is an easy, wearable, soft glam, everyday look that is transfer proof and is meant for days like this where it's a Saturday night, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends but have dinner with my man. So win-win situation for all. I hope that you guys liked it. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. We are giving away this guy this week. It is a Morphe Perfect Angle 4-piece face brush collection set. I am obsessed with this brush set. I have it in my professional kit. I have it here and I use it on a daily basis. So I hope that you guys are excited to enter the giveaway. Today is the last chance to enter. The details and rules on how to enter are listed down below. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button as well as subscribe and join the Jojo Palacio family. I love you guys, bless you guys, and I will see you guys next time.